So this is the Run the Real Ego scene as it is on March 29th, 2024. Just practicing copying some podcast content from the website, so I can start over here and I can say Matthew Durr. I can search for Durr. When I just start typing, the tag results show up and I can click on president, see who's related to president. I go back home, search results. There's some podcasts and a lot of things have DE, but if I should probably have a no results thing. But anyway, I'm going to add, which right now it's a little hidden, but I want to add, pick a group that I'm this is my first draft of the opening curtains animation when you join the site. I think it's done. I think it's perfect. So I'm going to add, forgot I added that, that's funny, add a new post, and I'm going to just start copying over content so I can drag that over. I can just go through all of this stuff and it'll maintain the links. Just drag it over here as well. It's a model of post. I can't seem to grab the image of the background, but once I add the YouTube video, it'll grab the thumbnail. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. So now it just got a Chelsea, whatever, that's a stock image that just automatically pops up if you have nothing. If I ask AI, it'll take a second and it'll read through all of this stuff and then return with just a summary, generally, if it's an article, which is cool. It's maybe that should be the snippet. I can generate an image which will, actually I don't think that was working, but sometimes that generates an image for just the title and the description. But right now, also, this is finding tags so it automatically extracted the tags from the document, and we have basic things like environment, which clearly a lot of people reference. But yeah, these are all the tags that it extracted, and most of them are already in the system, basically, but when there isn't one, you can kind of mine it, which is kind of like a game. You might think you would want to automatically import it, but it's actually important for the user to manually click on it to say, I'm interested in this tag, basically. And then they become the miner, which is basically mining a Bitcoin, and that's a really cool crypto that also adds to the sort of the neuron network. It adds a thought to the database, which then back up in the facet interface is connecting all of these tags and emotions as it goes on. It just gets smarter. So you click on passionate, and anything passionate is also proud, and you can kind of drill down into these tones that are unique to specific documents. And then these are all the tags that are related to that. So this is just going to evolve forever as far as the intelligence and the efficiency of what these tags represent. And it grows exponentially since you add a whole bunch of documents, and every document has dozens of tags. Okay, so I'm going to go back into, let's see, what's the fastest way? Here we go. I'm going back into here. I can edit it. I can also make a short URL if I want to, and then copy that. And that just basically creates that short URL. Easy to share. I can copy the link, which is right up there. I can edit it. And in the editing, I have a few more options. So maybe I want to copy the link here. The rank doesn't matter. The image is the target, the timestamp, the audio link. I'm going to copy this file, copy link address, audio link, and then remove the ref download query parameter, so that actually works for the audio player. And then I'm going to load up the YouTube video in the window and copy that, which then allows, that's enough for now. So that'll pull now the thumbnail as the main photo. It allows you to play inside, and shortly I'm going to create a progress meter so that we can start tracking like what percentage of the videos have you seen, and then assign points. And that's about it. Oh yeah, and then the tones. So once I click the get tones, it should probably happen automatically, but you can go back up here and it says what are the tones of this document, which informative, hopeful, calm. It's interesting, somewhat. I can change the group that it's assigned to. So a lot of these just fields need to be evolved. The child alpha doc is basically you can assign any document as a parent or a child to anything else, and so you have an interesting combination of like models. Obviously, a lot of these don't apply, but there is one way where it's interesting to say I want to assign a task like view this and respond, and like theoretically it's not I can assign it to Aaron, and maybe I should be able to like assign a point value as well, but now like this task has a parent document that you can view, and I can edit it, and maybe so this could be, I don't know, rank doesn't really matter, but coin, I'll offer 10 points for this task, and then if it's a task, this is the tag that it found, Aaron, and only Aaron should be able to mark it complete, and if you do that, then he's like, yep, just watched it, it was great. And then maybe image, that's sort of like a real world task rather. And then the beta docs is sort of the support documents that this is fine, but same idea, you can have a model for a beta doc, but a main doc is sort of like a primary post, like you're sharing an original thought or information, and then a beta doc is like a response or a comment or something that's always secondary supportive. And that just helps with database and all the automatic queries, like automatically send documents to AI and extract a whole bunch of stuff, don't really apply to support documents. It's really just like, did you complete the task? Is it an RSVP for an event? Is it a purchase on a product? Those kinds of like, are you checking in at an event? But the engine effectively, so there's like too much here, and it just needs to be kind of shortened for specific document types. But I'm most proud of the facet concept, which is pretty loose, but it's already interesting. You have these tags, and these tags should be responsive, and I can kind of work on the algorithm, but it's just like a giant query that you're filtering through these themes, like emotions, and then concepts, and then you find the person, which means like knowledgeable stakeholders. What's the definition of a CSO? Or conflict resolution. He's knowledgeable about conflict resolution. Before I even saw his name, I had a concept and a sort of a frame of what he's about. And so it's almost like a brain, like the best Duolingo possible, because you're just sort of associating, icons and words with people and jobs and places and whatever. So I might want to combine these two, because you might want to just have a giant tag cloud of like stuff and feelings. I don't know. But it's a really fascinating way to approach data. And it'll only become more interesting as I copy in data, so I'll just keep going through all the podcasts. Yeah, all the dimensions. And the AI images are pretty wild.